The Philadelphia Eagles are frauds. I'm going with fluke. The Eagles are 1-3 in their last four, with their last win yesterday coming against the Giants, who have not been very good this season. Look, every team has their struggles throughout the season. Now, will they win the NFC East? I do think so, but do I think they're as good as everybody thought that they once were? No, but I don't think that they're frauds.
I don't think they're frauds, but they are fraud-like this past month. I don't know. They just something looks off between them. I just feel like they're not running the ball like they did the past couple of years, where they were really dominant. I don't know. I know Jalen Hurts has developed really, really well and has a great vertical passing game now too. But I feel like sometimes they just get away from the bread and butter, and it shows.
For sake of conversation, I'm going to say truth. And when I say truth as being frauds, I mean with the idea that they can compete to win a Super Bowl. I thought they were the team to beat in the NFC, and they're not, right? And the Niners didn't do much last night for me to change my mind on them either.
You got the brakes beat off them by the Ravens.
But that could just tell me how good the Ravens actually are. But I think, to D-Paul's point, I don't know why DeAndre Swift is not getting 20 to 25 carries a game. He's going to run it down people's throat. He's probably going to push for 100, 120 a game. And I think they're becoming too one-dimensional with the RPOs. And I just think you're putting a lot of stress on Hurts. And I've said this from day one. I don't think he's fully healthy. Something looks off, and it's a bad sign when the best thing you have going for you is this brotherly shove, right? Like if you're, it's just like they're always in third and shorts, third and goals, whatever it is. Right? Eventually, that's gonna stop, right? Eventually, you're gonna get stopped, right? So I do think they have flaws in their game, and I do think they're very, very beatable outside of Philadelphia, which is the alarming part.
I'll add this last part. Their three losses came against the Seahawks, Cowboys, and 49ers, all good teams. Prior to that, they had a 3-game win streak, actually more than a win streak. They won their past 3 wins prior to that, though, were against the Bills, Chiefs, and Cowboys. So it isn't all hit the panic button, I would say. Like I said, I just think every team goes through a little bit of a bump or a hiccup throughout a long season. But, is this the same team that we saw last year? No, but they're not frauds by any means.
But this is the bad time. This is the bad time of the year to do it.
You're right. And I was going to say, the last point of that is they almost blew a really big lead to the Giants. And that was with Tyrod Taylor too. It wasn't even Tommy Cutlets, in which you could argue that Tyrod's a better quarterback, but still they almost blew a lead to the G-men. And then that would have been 4 straight losses. And then I think it's a completely different scenario we're looking at. So that was a huge win for them to be able to get that dub late.
What do you think the Eagles' problem is, and where should they go from here as they wrap up the season? They already clinched a playoff spot.
I think we kind of touched on it. I think their main issue is getting away from the run, right? When the Eagles are very beatable when you force them to pass. They do have some ridiculous weapons. Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown.
You get a little caught up in it. Yep. Goddard's a good tight end. Yep.
Yeah. They can air it out whenever they want. But in the event that this game – they go into a game versus, let's just say, the Lions, and it becomes a shootout, that's where they can lose a game, right? If they control the football, control the clock, balance the playbook a little bit. I don't care if it's 55-45 pass rush either way, but they got to balance it a little bit more. And I do think the RPOs, the run pass options, are going it's something. Eventually, someone's going to fumble. It's not going to be the right play call in the right scenario. If DeAndre Swift is an absolute dog. You just give him the football, he's going to get you 7 to 10 a carry.
You hit every nail on it. You hit it exactly right, Dino.